It's a very calm morning. Sun's just about to come over the hill. Supposed to end up with a bit of a westerly today. Decks are dry, didn't have a dew last night. I didn't turn the generator on, the sun's out, so it's quite low, but we're already putting 20 amps in. Having a very lazy morning. Sun, it's been coming and going, but seems to be setting now. Clouds melting away. Battery's back up to 100% by 9:30. So, very impressed. Solar is working perfectly. Let's do a bit of a clean on the difficult to get to bits. I'll carry on all the way with these sorts of things. And around the edge of all the hatches, this is the forward starboard hatch with the 2 water tanks in here, so I think it's 780 litres when they're full. Anchor, locker, and then the one with the generator in it. Well, one hatch to go. Last one. So I've done all the recesses. That looks better. Of course the decks all need a good scrub, but I'll do that at the dock when there's plenty of water. Well, it's 2:30. I think it's time to head on our way. What do we want? VHF, autopilot and instruments. There's not much of a breeze out there. We'll head off under motor and just see what eventuates. And we better remember our wireless noise cancelling microphone. And we need power to the port engine anyway for the windlass to work. Right, we need to go that way. Well, first I suppose we better miss the sandbank. Definitely not much wind. Well, now we can start heading where we need to go. It's just the step ladder falling over. Okay, still looking at how we go with Kiwiprops. So 1400 RPM, both engines, 5 knots speed through water, and doing 1.9, 1.7 litres per hour, so pretty economical. Speed over ground is 5.7. I don't think we've actually got 0.6 of a knot of tide with us, but we might do. So, yeah, good progress will be made. Well, goodbye to Munro Bay, and we're heading down on this peninsula, I suppose it is, to the eastern entrance of Parua Bay. We've only got 2 knots of wind, so not sailing. We've been down to anchor just off this wee beach here. Very nice, a little bit of tide goes past, but quite sheltered and northerly. We're passing the entrance to Parua Bay, and there is Manganese Point on the left, and we're heading for the gap in the sandbanks. Well, we're going to head that way. A little bit of a breeze, not much. I think we will just motor. And that's looking back to whence we came from. Well, as we're motoring, and I have the autopilot remote here, and also got navigation on the phone, I think I'll do dishes. Right, dishes are done. Good view forward, of course, and to starboard, and to the stern, and to port. Which means we can make sure we miss running into things. Right, all done. We'll just course to follow the bend in the channel. Well, a reasonable breeze now, but a bit too close to home to bother putting sails up. Do the stack back up. Well, passing the Whangārei Yacht Club, which is where the Winter Series races were started from. We've turned the corner at Whangārei into the Harbour River, so not much wind here, which will make docking easier. I'll just go and pop the fenders out. So, engine update, 1400 RPM, fuel burn rates, port 1.7 litres per hour, starboard 1.5, 1.6 litres per hour. No significant wind really, and we're doing 5 knots to 5.2. Speed overground says 5.5. We've got a wee bit of tide with us, so let's go 5.2. Not much tide with us. Well, here's Port Nikau ahead. That's our berth on the left. Right, here we come. Not sure how much I can video on my own, so we'll just see. The wind's pretty much coming from that direction. I've done 38 nautical miles, so let's turn off instruments, put us onto shore power. So we'll change from inverting to charging very shortly. There we go. Solar's immediately dropped off with that. Oh, beautiful sunset to finish off a beautiful weekend. May next weekend be as good. Aotearoa Chief's coming down and it's been busy honking. And it'll be for this boat to get out of the channel. So can't really tell where it is compared to the channel from here. But, maybe it's turning to the north. It's actually plenty of water for it to be well out of the channel. These sandbanks are probably about 2/3 of the way out from here. Long way short of the boat. I reckon they could get an earful from the bridge. Obviously did get out of the channel because they got on this side of the starboard buoy. A lot of earthworks going on around here. Not sure exactly what's happening. Topsoil's gone from the far side of the access road there. The marina's reasonably full, a lot of boats coming down from the Pacific. And here comes the dredge on its way past again. Oh, I'm going to drain the battery a bit. There's a day mostly overcast with a little bit of sun occasionally. Shore power off. We'll put the toaster on and the jug and think about what we're going to make for lunch. Jug's boiled, put the toaster back on again. Good resistive load, about 1 kilowatt. The air fryer on. Getting the occasional patch of sunshine. Oh, we currently have a patch of sun here, so let's see what it's doing. There we go, a full output, so should only be about 90 amps. Also out of the panels, there's also the one on the roof run by a different controller. It's usually not very effective. Sun's just gone behind a cloud again. And the sun's now back out again. I've just changed the battery temperature sensor from the one that's actually on the generator battery, which is a smart battery sensor, to the Multiplus, and we should be good to go now. I pushed the wrong button, hang on. Temperature sensor, Multiplus, good to go. So this is found under the DVCC setting. The dredge is unloaded, it's heading back down Harbour. I am going to wash the decks. A good glug of this should do the job. I think we can already see the dirt. Well, I've done 3/4 of the boat and look, we're back to 100%. Oh, that's looking a bit cleaner. Won't last, unfortunately. So have the upgrades worked? Swapping fixed props for Kiwiprops, a definite yes. If nothing else, we've got rid of the rumble of constantly turning fixed props when we're sailing. The resistance through the water must be less, and we seem to go better close haul, and I'm sure we'll be able to crack more than 9 knots, which is the most we could ever get previously. So very happy with that. Why Kiwiprops? Well, had them on the last boat, locally made, fantastic service, and really stood up well. If there is a problem with the blade, it's easy to replace the blades. Never needed to, although the previous owner of Catamaran 2 managed to wipe out a couple of blades on a rock. I did manage to get the Code 0 sheet caught around one coming into the Mocha hen house. All it did was stall the motor. Solar upgrade, obvious yes. The previous 2 surface mount panels on the roof were pretty pathetic in their output. So now we can easily, if there's any sun out, get 90 amps off the new set, 10 amps off the old panels, so 100 amps going quite easily. And as we've only got a relatively small house bank, if I drain it to 80%, it's full again in an hour and a half. So 100 amps in the sun and high 30s in the overcast, so I really shouldn't need to run the generator at all unless we have a very large amount of loads when the sun's not above the horizon. So last Sunday overnight, probably just the house loads from when the sun went down until like breakfast time, took 20% of capacity, ran the jug and the 4-slice toaster, so that's about 3.5 kilowatts, and it didn't take long before we had got back to 100%. The house bank is currently 3 220 amp AGMs, not in their first flush of youth. I understand they were new in 2021. I don't think they've been looked after all that well prior to us being in charge of the boat, but still seem to work pretty well. Ultimately, there will be an upgrade to lithium. That's not going to happen until next winter at the earliest. So I look forward to a summer of cruising without relying on the generator too much. The Victron system is not cheap. I've paid the blue tax, but it certainly works seamlessly. Pretty much plug and play, but you can change a few things. For instance, today I changed the battery voltage sense to the voltage sense from the Multiplus, because I have a battery monitor on the generator battery, which the solar chargers were preferring to use, but let's change the setting and that problem's sorted. So I removed all the topsoil from here, and trucking it away obviously, and signs of